direct result of being punched in the chest multiple times while pledging to Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Baton Rouge Police Department Chief Thomas Morse Jr. said at a news conference.
Jeff is in the studio. We got Bishop Martin Seth in the studio, who's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. Jeff Johnson in the studio, who's a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, and Artie Barnum, a member of Omega Psi Phi. Jeff, what are your thoughts?
Well, one, I think it's important to say that they have charged somebody with manslaughter as of yesterday. And I think that they're saying that they're going to be a second person that actually is charged as well. I mean, I just don't think this has any place in what we do as organizations. I don't care what your organization is. I'm a member of Alpha. I appreciated that my process broke down my ego and not my humanity.
Wow.
My ego had to be broken down to understand that I needed my brothers. But this is about breaking down people's humanity, and there's no place in organizations that are supposed to be about uplifting us for this to happen. You're talking about, and again, some of this is still alleged, but I think the telltale sign for me is when there was a crisis, they took this kid to the hospital, they took him to the hospital, and they lied about what happened.
Yeah.
They covered it up. I thought we were supposed to be men. And so if you're gonna do this process, then own it. And so there's just so much wrong with this for me. This isn't what brotherhood looks like. This isn't what manhood is. This isn't what love is about. This isn't what the legacy of our people is. This is not what the founders had in mind when they created these organizations. And it's just unacceptable. We don't send our babies to college to die, pledging an
Right.
organization.
Right.
Like, what the hell are we doing?
Imagine how many people walk away that would like to pledge, decided not to pledge because they fearfully, like a lot of doctors and lawyers and business owners and gospel singers and different ones.
And let me add too. I think what you just said was so powerful. The whole component of people, when you become a part of one of these big organizations, you understand that the premise and purpose of it is to be a part of a brotherhood, a community that uplifts and that builds. And this really puts a real taint on what these organizations are supposed to be about. I mean, Kappa, of course, read about the chief together. So it's sad to see it happen, and I'm praying for their family, because I think that's at this particular point in time, it's about his mother, father, family members, and we need to really just call them out.
Yeah, we want coincidentally, Caleb's father just texted me. The services Friday, March the 14th, 2025, at location Southern University and A&M College, FG Clark Activity Center, better known as the Mini Dome, 70807. The viewing is at 12 noon, from 12 noon to 5 p.m. The service is at 5 p.m. Saturday.
I got you. On Saturday, you all, Reverend Dr. Mitchell J. Stevens is going to lead the service at Pilgrim Baptist Church in Kenner, Louisiana. The viewing is going to be at 8 a.m. To 9:45, and the service is going to be at 10 a.m. And then the interment is at Providence Memorial Park and Mausoleum, which is also in Kenner, Louisiana.
Okay. Jeff, real quick, what do you say about to these young high school kids that are aspiring to go to college? They're excited about wanting to join one of the Divine Nine organizations, and then this story comes out.
Well, listen, this is not all of Omega Psi Phi. I mean,
No.
Any more than when it happens to other fraternities and sororities, because it happened in sororities as well. Those incidents aren't the entire fraternity or sorority. I think it, but I think that Rick and I were talking earlier, there is a culture that exists within our organizations that's antiquated. And I just think that, I think there have been times where we have brutalized each other in the name of proving something. And there's no place for that. Like, again, I appreciate process. I appreciate a pledging process. I appreciate your ego being broken down. I appreciate you bonding together with your brothers or your sisters in a process that helps you understand history, that helps you understand values, that helps you understand leadership. But the moment we start enjoying breaking down other people's humanity, we've lost sight of what it is that these organizations are supposed to be. So I would just say to young people, listen, this is not the fraternity and sorority. This is a problem that exists within.
Yeah.
Similar to our community, Bishop, similar to our churches.
Absolutely.
We got issues, we got some old stuff that we got to get out of there, but that's not the entire church. And so these are the things that exist within our culture. We got to be honest about them. We can't sweep them under the rug.
Sure.
And I think that's one of my biggest problems is so many of our organizations are worried about litigation and lawsuit and don't deal with loss of life. And so if we're gonna really deal with how do we shift the culture and remove the possibility of this happening, we gotta be more honest than I think we have.
Yeah, I got emotional because to get a text message from another father with funeral arrangement, you know, I know what that feels like. I know what it felt like when I talked to the gentleman. I found his number, somebody knew him and sent me his number, and I just called him. And I sat on the phone and talked to him, and to hear another man on the phone cry. I ain't thinking about nothing else. I don't care about anything else. It was wrong. I can't imagine sending my kid off to college and he not come back home, regardless of what organization he's a part of. I'm on the side. I'm a member of Omega Psi, but I'm on the side of what's right. And I'm embarrassed because you got members of our frat like Bishop Joseph Walker, Ben Crump, you know, Jim Clyburn, and different ones out here trying to do the right thing. We're trying to do the community service. We're trying to stand on the cards and do everything that the fraternity was founded on. And you got a bad, cancerous culture that's inside a lot of these organizations, and this is a result of it. And I spoke about this at one of the undergrad summits. I spoke about this. I said that this would happen. And I also said it's just a matter of time before somebody go to their trunk after being, you don't know what somebody's health pre-existing health conditions are. You don't know if somebody grew up with their stepdaddy beating on them, and then they online and they get slapped while they online, and somebody snap and go to the trunk and get a stick and wipe out a whole chapter. It could be worse.
Yeah.
I think that you have to have a psychological evaluation to be pledged in.
Yeah, I agree.
Putting men, boys through a process, you should be mentally and emotionally right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we have to talk about it. Not talking about it isn't gonna do anything.
It's not gonna go away.
We sweep it up under the rug until it happens again. We have to talk about it. We have to keep talking about it. If you want to join in instead of doing the front page, I think we should take some phone calls. And if you want to offer your condolence to Caleb Willis family, Southern University alumni, anybody would like to call in if you're a member of a Greek organization, and as a Greek, you would like to offer your condolences to the family. We're going to take time.
Caleb Wilson.
I'm sorry, Caleb. My mind just gone. Caleb's family, to offer your condolences to them. You can call us right now at 866. Yes, we're gonna talk about it. Yes, we're gonna talk about it because change starts with us.
It does.
All the abuse that's in the family that nobody want to talk about, the uncle that beat and sexually assault family members, nobody wants to talk about it. Bishop Jakes always talk about breaking the generational curse. Because who beat the founders up? I don't see Bishop Love punching me in the chest. When I look at our founders, I don't see either one of them hitting me in the chest with a boxing glove. I don't see it. And it's just me now. And I know there's a lot of hazing going on and all that. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about us right now. And we're talking about the death of this young man. That was a fellow trumpet player in Southern University's marching band, had his band suit laid out on the bed, ready for Mardi Gras. When his dad went to his apartment, had his band suit laid out, ready to go.
Just played the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Man, when I'm telling you the thing tore me up so bad.
Engineering major.
Absolutely. That could have done so much good for the world, but somebody's stupidity. So we're gonna come back with your phone calls. And we're gonna lift this family up and offer condolences to them. 8669 Rickey, 8669 RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.